For decades and centuries, there have been fortune tellers of various sorts. The debate of whether or not that those fortune tellers were clairvoyant continues to this day. I would concede that some are cosmically connected, as my grandmother was, one of many, with certain abilities to peer into the unknown to serve those of us in the known. More critically, what determines who can see and feel what? This conundrum, I have some idea but nothing definitive, as I too have seen and felt spirits on earth. And or has had vivid dreams of which were indicators regarding my future. My grandmother, she would tell me about dreams that she had about me, with not many details. I surmised that she could only see so much. This is why she would say to me to not do whatever I was about to do, or whatever I am doing, to cease it immediately. For example, I remember a dream where I could fly, and I took off into the empty yet cloud-filled sky. Though I could fly, I could not control where I flew, only the height. It was exhilarating to fly so free, but stressful to not have control of the direction. At the time, I was unemployed and really had no idea of where I would end up applying to. Sometime later, when I finally started applying, almost immediately I received a hit from Titan Security Group, of which, of course, I aced the interview, and because of my professional background, they hired me. Titan had both commercial and private sites. I ended up in a private site. After meeting my supervisor, the building's engineers, and the office staff, and receiving daily tasks to complete, of which was to walk various sections of the building. It was a 2-towered high-rise building separated by the lobby. One of my tasks was to walk the building hitting checkpoints with a sensor pipe. My shift was the first shift, meaning I had to be there well before dawn to clock in. So every morning before I was required to clock in, I would go to the top of one of the towers to await the dawn skies to open up and arrive, of which was always a calming and beautiful sight to see. Now, with my headphones on, watching nature happen, I enjoyed the sights of Navy Pier looking down at Lakeshore Drive. Then it hit me like a building had fell on me, that my past dream predicted the exact location that I was currently at. Down to the empty skies and the various shaped clouds at times. That was one of many times my dreams predicted the future that placed me into the present. Now this is the part where, to the top right of your screen display, is where the cards show other times where I've either seen spirits and or experienced supernatural events. In addition to knowing the approximate time of my mother's departure while she was in the hospital. Now, some may think or feel that it is valid to predict things according to the situation, and they will be correct, but not accurate. Not accurate because I am not aware of anyone who died and came back to articulate what they seen. I I remember having this calming yet uneasy feeling, and at the time that it really hit me the hardest is when I got a call from the hospital. This is why it is referred to as the unknown. I have found that linking what has occurred in the past with the present determines certain aspects of the future. Not a fortune teller, but one who at times receives certain messages from the universe that I cannot dismiss what appears within a dream, in the dream realms, and when contacted by whatever. I pay exclusive attention to the people and my surroundings in an attempt to decipher the messaging that the antenna that everyone may possess picks up. I am very much aware of how it sounds and do not pay any attention to those who downplay warnings and foresight, as my entire life was forged from linking the past to the present to determine the future. And that's the reality.